Despite a playing career cut short and otherwise dampened by a devastating hip injury suffered on the gridiron, few baseball players from the 1980s loom as large in the imaginations and the memories of fans today as Bo Jackson. The man was a phenom, the likes like we had never seen before or since, a player who could do anything on the diamond, and a man who most of us believed would someday do just about everything on the diamond. Little wonder then that Topps sought to recapture some of that Bo Knows magic when putting together their 2022 baseball checklist. That Bo throwback is part of the 100 card Series 1 insert set, dubbed the 1987 Topps Baseball 35th Anniversary Set, which of course celebrates the iconic wood grain set that has caused more Twitter playground fights among veteran hobbyists than the next 10 junk wax designs combined. Do you love the Woodies or do you hate them? Doesn't really matter, because enough folks love them to keep them in the hobby limelight, and enough hate them to elicit visceral reactions whenever those cardboard splinters appear online. Throw Bo into the mix, and the balance moves decidedly towards the love side of the equation, and Topps leans into that on Jackson's 2022 card back by giving us some updates. Cool, cool. Now we know part of what Bo has been up to since he retired. And we know that Mark Burley was up to 15 years after Bo hung up his spikes. Vital information right there, I tell you. Also vital is the way Bo ties this insert set together, because most of the players on this checklist are current players. And since the median age of a Major League Baseball player generally falls between 28 and 30 in any given season, most of these guys weren't even born when the original 87s were issued. Wretched whippersnappers. But Bo was there. And so was Don Mattingly and Greg Maddox, though in the wrong uniforms, and Ryan Sandberg and a handful of others who made the cut in this insert run. Ken Griffey Jr. and Randy Johnson were not in the original Woodies, but they were at least alive back then and adultish baseball players to boot. They're here too. But Bo Jackson gives us the opportunity to make a direct comparison and decide for ourselves which is better, old or new. Here, take a gander and decide for yourself. So, what do you think? To these bloodshot, skeptical eyes, it's a landslide. I'll let you guess whether the landslide is to the left of me or the right of me, but I'd love to hear your take too. Really, though, both of these cards look pretty cool, don't you think? After all, newer isn't always better, and older isn't always better. But when it comes to baseball cards, Bo Jackson is always among the best there is. WaxPackGods.com